Okay folks, today I'm going to start working on the Honda. This will be I guess the start of the restoration. My first video was just kind of to introduce this project and what all we had going. So today I'm actually going to get started on it. So far all I've done is just remove the seat and seen what some of the things that were done on it before. I can see that there's a bracket here that should go this one right here that should go under the tank. That was removed and just thrown down in the air box. So my first set of projects on this thing will be to remove the tank. Need to drain the gas out. That's old gas that's in there. Remove the carburetors, get those cleaned up. The previous owner, I don't know if you can see it very well in here, but the petcock for the gas right there, he put JB Weld on it. I guess it had a little leak to it, so he just JB welded it up. I know that these things aren't designed to be removed, but you can do it. You can just drill through the brads that are there, and you can put the new O-ring in it and seal these things up. So I'm going to see if I can grind off the JB Weld later on. But for right now, it has no on or off on the gas tank. It is just on, and so when I disconnect the hose, it's going to drain all the gas out pretty rapidly. So I've got a jug down here to take care of that. So we'll get the tank off, we'll get the carburetors off, and start working on getting those cleaned up after sitting for 5 or 6 years or however long it's been. So we'll get to that project and back in a minute. Okay, got the carburetors off and got them sitting here on the bench, and we're going to see if we can get these things torn apart and worked on a little bit. Let me see if I can put a shade here on my camera so that it doesn't get heated up from the sun and stop on me again. Okay, let's see how that works. And hopefully nothing interferes with it. Okay, let's get started on these things. This is basically under here is where I need to be to take this apart to check out everything. Okay, I think I've been able to get these cleaned out. Well, when you need a fine piece of wire to go down in some very tiny holes, your steel brushes work pretty good. Now I can see daylight down through these. So I think now is the time to start putting this thing back together. Okay folks, here comes the test. I got the carburetors back on. There was a little leak in them, or they were overflowing rather. The floats weren't holding real good, so just a little tap on either one of them, and that seemed to take care of it. So we're not having any more overflow on the carburetors. I've got the battery in. Let me just tighten that down good. Okay. And let's see what it'll do. Okay, it's running. Sounds like it could be running on just one cylinder. Okay, as you can see, it is running. I had to take the carburetors back off again, and the one on the right side had to be cleaned out again, so there was something still stopped up in there. So So it's running pretty darn good right now. I'm going to run some carburetor cleaner through the tank, injector cleaner, whatever, it's all about the same, and see if I can get it to smooth out a little bit better. Okay, the problem that I've got is the linkages. Somehow or another I've got to go in here and adjust those linkages on the carburetor to get it to idle down. It's idling at about 2,000 to 2,500 RPMs, which is just entirely too high. But it's running on both cylinders now. Took it down the road just around the neighborhood. Runs pretty darn good. I'd forgotten how zippy this 450 is. Had ridden one long time ago, and it's a pretty fast bike. So anyway, there we go. That's today's project. Lots more to do. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe if you haven't done so, and comments are always welcome.